Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a little unboxing. I've received a parcel today from Forbidden Planet of a book that I ordered. Sorry about that, for some strange reason my video just died out. It said delayed, and I thought, why? You know, if they got it in stock, send it out to me. So I emailed them, what's happening with my book? I've had no update, nothing. So, you know, and then I emailed about 9 o'clock at night, about 2 days ago, and then the next day it shipped. Bit funny that, isn't it? Oh, we're so sorry for the delay. They've forgotten it, I think, because it's such a small order. Well, the amount, it's not a small book, as you can see, it's a big book. I think they might have forgotten about it. Anyway, so they shipped it out and it's come today. So I'm dead happy that it's finally here. So yeah, this is a book about Tarzan. I believe it's about Tarzan in movies and stuff like that. It's something that most people don't really cover on their channels or talk about, is Tarzan. Anyway, so I'm finally into the book. Yes, cool. It's huge. So there it is, look. It's called Tarzan on Film. Really, really cool. Massive book. Really cool. It's still sealed, you know, it's brand new, and I got it for £2.99. I don't know how much it normally sells for. £29.99. So guys, go get over to Forbidden Planet and you'll pick this up for £2.99. But is it any good? Let's have a deep down look at this book about Tarzan on film. So here is the book. Beautiful cover. I think it's Johnny Weissmuller they have there as the main picture on here. It's called Tarzan on Film by Scott Tracy Griffin, and a forward by Casper Van Dien. And let's have a look at the reverse. It says the 1918 release of the silent film blockbuster Tarzan of the Apes launched one of the history's longest running and most successful film franchises. Based on Edgar Rice Burroughs' pulp fiction hero. The tale is of infant orphan in Africa who is raised to manhood by apes. He has been explored in much than over 50 authorized films and 7 television series. In this authorized volume, writers of historian Scott Tracy Griffin traces the series development from the motion picture industry early silence to the serials, through the high-pointed and MGM era with Johnny Weissmuller to Maureen O'Sullivan and the modern worldwide hits of Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, which I have on pre-order. It's out next week. Lord of the Apes and Walt Disney Studios animated Tarzan, featuring behind-the-scene production secrets, in-depth performers, biographies, quotes, reviews, and full-colour poster reproductions. This book is a must-have for anyone for cinephiles and ape-man fans. So it's pretty cool, huh? So let's get the book open. So yeah, this was £2.99, fully sealed. Like you might be able to work out down there, it is priced at £29.99. I do have a Tarzan film on order. The Grayscope, it's getting released on Blu-ray next week. It was originally out on HMV's premium label, but that is now out of print. But they are re-releasing it, which is out next Monday. So let's put the book over there and make sure that is fully on screen, so when we open it we can have a look through the book. There, cool. Right, so we're all set up. Let's have a look through. So Tarzan on film. There's Johnny Weissmuller, probably the most famous of Tarzans from my childhood anyway. This is released on Titan Books. This was out in 2016, this book. This is the first edition August 2016. So this is in the first edition of the book, which means if they get new Tarzan films, they might update the book in future and add new paragraphs in there. Wow, it goes right back, guys, to 1910, right up to 2010 by the looks of it. And here we have a foreword by Casper Van Dien. Some great art. I do love Tarzan, I really do. I don't own any films, unfortunately, but I believe that a Warner Brother Archives have been releasing some. So I need to look into that, and I'll try and bring some Tarzan films to my channel. Like I said, I do have Greystoke on pre-order, so I will bring that into the channel. Elmo Lincoln. It's probably the first Tarzan. The Revenge of Tarzan, 1920. Isn't that incredible artwork? Look at that poster from 1920. Gene Polar, Carla Schramm. So these are the people that have played Tarzan through the years. The Son of Tarzan, 1920. Says here it's 15 episodes. The National Film Corporation presents The Girl of the Jungle, third episode, The Son of Tarzan. We go through the cast of The Son of Tarzan. We have The Adventures of Tarzan, 1921, with Elmer Lincoln again playing Tarzan. Jim Pierce, Dorothy Dunbar. It's going to be so interesting to read through this. Tarzan the Mighty. I remember, I've heard of this one before. Frank Merrill. Looks like he's playing Tarzan in this one. With Natalie Kingston. It's a silent film. It's Frank Merrill. Most people remember Johnny Weissmuller, to be honest, as Tarzan. And here we get to it. Tarzan the Ape Man. Now this one is the one that's been released on Warner Archive. So I will try and pick this up. Tarzan the Ape Man, starring Johnny Weissmuller, Neil Hamilton, C. Aubrey Smith and Maureen O'Sullivan. Directed by Van Dyke. Great poster. And there he is, Johnny Weissmuller, probably the most famous of Tarzans. Cheetah. Buster Crab. Now Buster Crab was also played Flash Gordon, I believe, in the Flash Gordon TV series. But this is Tarzan the Fearless, 1933. Thunder in Death. Fantastic. There's Buster Crab. Yeah, he was it. He also played Flash Gordon in the original Flash Gordon TV series. The New Adventures of Tarzan. Herman Briggs. World famous athlete. He was a Olympic Games champion. And he played Tarzan in this one. The New Adventures of Tarzan. Here he is. Herman Briggs there. Don't ever see anyone talking about Tarzan anymore, do you? It's really strange. Here we go back to Johnny Weissmuller. Tarzan escapes. Apparently it took 2 years to make, 1936. The Cursed production goes on about problems they've had making the film. Looks really cool. Yeah, these would be good to pick up on Blu-ray. Tarzan and the Green Goddess, 1938. Herman's back again playing the, I like how they always announce the Olympic champion. Oh dear. This time we have Glenn Morris in Tarzan Revenge, 1938. Johnny Weissmuller. I remember him more from the TV series more than the films. He did a few of the movies, but mostly did the TV series. Here he is back again with Tarzan Finds a Son, 1939. Ian Hunter's in this one as well. Maureen O'Sullivan. Looks like I think it's saying it was pretty much filmed in the Everglades by the looks of it. It says Tarzan in Florida. Tarzan's Secret and Treasure, starring Johnny Weissmuller. Maureen O'Sullivan returns. The Greatest Tarzan is back. He was fantastic. Some of these pictures are just phenomenal. What a lovely book for £2.99. Tarzan New York City Adventure. Again, the same sort of, the duo are back. They obviously are famous. They probably got successful, and they went on to make a number of films together. Maureen O'Sullivan and Johnny Weissmuller. No doubt she's playing Jane. Tarzan Triumphs with Johnny Weissmuller. This time Frances Guilford plays Jane. Fantastic. Very sort of Pulp Fiction kind of cover. You can see that like on a book, couldn't you? Or a comic book, or a really early sort of book. This is 1943 film, this one. Bit on there about Frances Guilford. She looks beautiful. See the picture quality is improving. Tarzan Desert Mystery. Johnny Weissmuller and Nancy Kelly this time. We get into a bit about Nancy Kelly. The giant spider web. That's really cool. Tarzan and the Amazons. Johnny Weissmuller, Brenda Joyce and Johnny Sheffield. Great artwork there. 1945. So this is just as the war was ending. Brenda Joyce. Tarzan and the Leopard Woman. Do remember this one. Remember really enjoying that film. 1946. Tarzan and the Huntress. 1947. They're almost producing one a year, aren't they? Popular, just really popular at that time. There's a bit here about Johnny Sheffield. Tarzan and the Mermaids. Brenda Joyce joins in this one. Linda Christian. 1948. Cheetah. Talking about the monkey, Cheetah. Tarzan Magic Fountain. 1949. This time we have Lex Barker as Tarzan. Brenda Joyce still in the film though. Tarzan and the Slave Girl with Lex Barker again, 1950. Vanessa Brown. I've seen her in a couple of movies. Oh, I can't remember what film I've seen her in. I know it was like a haunting sort of film, a haunted house sort of film. Tarzan's Peril, Lex Barker, 1951 with Virginia Huston. Amazing pictures. What's going on there? Lex Barker is doing quite a few movies now, isn't he? Seems to have taken the role of Johnny Weissmuller. This year's all-new Tarzan Adventure, 1952. Dorothy Hart, Cheetah, Tarzan and the She-Devil, 1953, with Joyce Mackenzie. As you can see, like I said, they seem to be doing one a year. Tarzan's Hidden Jungle, Gordon Scott playing Tarzan this time, Vera Miles, Peter Van Eyck, and Zippy, which is obviously going to be the monkey playing Cheetah. Bit here about Gordon Scott. Tarzan and the Lost Safari. Gordon Scott as the new Tarzan. 1957. Well, he's not the new Tarzan, is he? He was in the Tarzan the year before. That looks a bit like the Wicker Man going on there. Tarzan Fight for Life. Gordon Scott. 1958. Eve Brent is the main female, but now we're into colour movies. Gone from black and white to colour. Tarzan and the Trapped, 1958. So go back to black and white. Tarzan's Greatest Adventure, 1959. Again, still got Gordon Scott. Anthony Quayle stars in this film, and Sean Connery. There's Sean Connery. So we're back to black and white. Tarzan the Ape Man. It might be a remake of the one that we saw with Johnny Weissmuller from the 30s. Got Denny Miller this time as the new Tarzan. We're back to colour. Got my little puppy down here watching me. Tarzan the Magnificent, 1960. Wow, how many Tarzan films are there? Why aren't they making any anymore? It's crazy, right? Tarzan goes to India, as you do. You've got Jock Mahoney starring this one as Jar the Elephant Boy. Tarzan's Three Challenges, 1963. Jock Mahoney is Tarzan this time. Tarzan in the Valley of Gold. 1966. Mike Henry is playing Tarzan in that film, with Nancy as Jane. The year I was born, we had Tarzan and the Great River, starring Mike Henry and Jan Murray. So that's the year I was born. It's funny, isn't it, how they jump back and forth to colour to black and white. I guess it's purely down to budget. Tarzan and the Jungle Boy, 1968. Mike Henry returns as Tarzan. Least convincing the Tarzan, I think. But yeah, still cool though. At least we've got a colour one. Hello, little boy. Tarzan's Deadly Silence. What, you want to come up here, darling? Oh, hello, my Mr. Doggy. Here he comes. Ron Ellie as Tarzan. Let's see, you've got a little visitor, ain't you, mate? You alright? Tarzan's Jungle Rebellion with Ron Ellie. This is 1970 now, so we jumped a little bit now to the 1970s. Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, 1976 to 1984, which I do remember. It's an animated cartoon. Robert Ridgely played the voice of Tarzan in this. Tarzan the Ape Man, 1981, with Bo Derek and Richard Harris. Tarzan the Ape Man. Again, it looks like another sort of remake. Miles O'Keefe was Tarzan, and there's Bo Derek. She was quite famous at that time, wasn't she? She was everywhere. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, 1984. Now this is the one I've got on pre-order. Looking forward to this coming. Very cool. You've got Christopher Lambert, who's playing Tarzan in this film. Andy McDowell. Tarzan in Manhattan, 1989. Joe Lara and Kim Crosby. Tarzan, 1991 to 1994, we're looking at now. Which is probably like a series with Wolf Larson and Lily Denier. Tarzan, The Epic Adventure, 1996 to 1997. I don't know any of these. Tarzan and the Lost City with Casper Van Dien and Jan March. He looks convincing. He looks like a good Tarzan. Walt Disney's Tarzan cartoon, fantastic. Definitely one of the best Disney films. My son loves it. Absolutely loves the film. The Legend of Tarzan, not 2001 to 2003. Tarzan and Jane, which is 2002. Tarzan, 2003. Travis Fimmel, never heard of him. Never heard of this film. Tarzan 2, 2005, featuring songs of Phil Collins. Tarzan, 2013, looks like a CGI sort of animated. The Legend of Tarzan, which I think was the last film of Tarzan, 2016, so we haven't really had a Tarzan film for about 10 years, so we are due one. Got Alexandra Skarsgård playing Tarzan in this film. Oh, tell a lie, it's another animated one, Tarzan and Jane, so it's quite interesting. And there we go. It gets to your further readings, and that is the end of the book. So for £2.99 you've got pretty much the whole history of Tarzan on film there. Really cool. So there we go. It's a great look at that amazing book, and we've been joined here by the lovely Cheetah Cheetah the doggy Sullivan. So here we go. My neighbour, like I told you before, I don't think he's got a brick left in his house. He's been drilling for about 2 years, so he can't have a brick left. I'm still waiting for him to come through the wall here. But anyway, yes, so that is a close look at this amazing book that I picked up from Forbidden Planet for £2.99, Tarzan on film. Really cool quality hardback book. It comes with obviously the dust cover, which is really nice. The book itself underneath the dust cover is nice too. It's like a brown wood with the embossed like light wood coloration on there, which is really nice. So if your dust cover does get ruined, it still looks pretty nice. Let's pop that back on now. So yeah, dead chuffed with that, picking it up for $2.99. So yeah, cool. Hope you like that. Like I said, I do have Greystoke on pre-order. I will have a look for some of the old Johnny Weissmullers and try and bring them to you on my channel too. Sorry about that. He forgets that he knows what I'm doing, so this is why he does this. He likes to be in the attention of everything. So I will bring those if I can get hold of them. Massive shout out to my lads. See you soon, guys.